thing I want to say, my point, right? Sometimes when we see a drop and we can't find the reason why, right? One good thing to do is to look at the volume, right, of that drop. If it's a drop with heavy volume, right, we pay attention, right? That matters, okay? If it's a drop with low volume, right, just watch it, right? Because two drops are not the same, right? Two drops are not the same. And volume, this is your trading lesson, volume in the drop is a key indicator. Is it dropping with low volume? Sometimes we just have low volume drops. Sometimes the market just moves back, right? And if it's a drop that does not have a significant volume chart, then you need to pay attention to that, okay? You got to pay attention to that, right? Which means I take that, right? If I see low volume, just a note, if I see low volume on the drop, I am not as worried. That is like you waking up from a dream and you want to be mad at your spouse, but you haven't had coffee yet, and just use your brain and say, wait a second. Sturge told me to look, is there volume in this? Is this a big volume drop? And if no, then I need to be less worried about it, all right? Because sometimes we will see institutions bring price back down to liquidity levels with large orders that they put in, but it's not a large order in general of everybody selling. It's just one large order that has to get filled to the downside, and it causes a drop. Now, what's my example, right? What's my example? Pora Hemplo. You guys know I've been talking about MDT for some time, okay? MDT for some time. Now, look at MDT. Couldn't get above 93, couldn't get above 93, couldn't get above 93, okay? And then finally it broke and it ran and it came back down and found support, came back down and found support. And this morning we get this nasty drop back to 92. And I did not run for the hills. Why? Why? Because look at the volume, right? On this big spike up, drop, pop, big spike up, right? We had volume. And what do we got today? Big drop. Yesterday, move up. Here's the volume. Today, we get this drop, which was oversold, by the way, back to this level of support. See this here? Couldn't get above, support, 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 support. Right here, 92. And so patience, oversold, right? Down here, it was down at like a pretty close to -3 ATR because ATR on the day is 1.8. Just do the math. And it moved from opening about 95 to about 90, 91. So that's, again, almost 3 ATRs in a day. Dang, Gina. All right, so that's one thing, oversold. Number two, not a lot of volume. All right, not a lot of volume. Okay, and so I'm chilling. I didn't wake up and yell at my spouse. Okay, I tried to stop and use my brain. Does that make sense? Are you with me? Everybody with me on that point? Right? Not all pullbacks are the same. MDT is the example. MDT on October 1, example, big pullback, example. Big pullback, as in 3 ATR in a day. What does that mean? For everyone I taught yesterday in the masterclass, it's probably exhausted. I'm not seeing huge volume in that, okay? And also, not on huge volume. So I'm just going to chill, right? And watch and pay attention and trying to be patient and calm, use my brain. Okay. All right.